So today we are learning how to differentiate implicit function. So how to differentiate implicit function. So this is the question. We have 2s squared y plus 3y plus 2s 3y squared equal to 14x. So we have to differentiate the implicit function. So first of all, I'm going to start as the exponent will multiply the number. So we are going to get this exponent times 2, these 2 here. We're going to get 2 times 2, 2 times 2. And you bring your s, then minus 1 of the exponent. So you're going to get 2 minus 1 of the exponent. Then you bring your y. So we have dealt with the s value. So let's go to the y value. You're going to get plus the y value. We have a 1 exponent 1 here. So exponent 1 times 2 will give you 2. Then you'll bring, it will give you 2 here, it will give you 2. So then you bring your s squared. You bring your s squared. This is for the s, we did for the s, so we are doing it for the y. So we are doing it for the y. So this is the s, we did it for s, so this is for the y. So y, we have 1 here, 1 times 2 will give you 2. Then you bring your s squared. Then y 1 minus 1. So when you are dealing with the y, you bring your dy ds attached to the y. Dy ds. So let's go to the next one. So we have 3y. So 3y is we have only y value. So we have an exponent 1 here. Exponent 1 times 3 will give you 3. Exponent 1 times 3 is the same 3. We're going to get y minus 1. We have exponent 1 here, minus 1. Then we will bring to our dy ds, because we got the dy because dy ds because we are dealing with y value. So here too, we will deal with the s value and we will deal with the y value. So let's go for the s value first. So s value, we have exponent 3. Yeah, so exponent 3 will be multiplied by these 2. So 2 times 3 times 2 is 6 x. We have exponent 3 here. So 3 minus 1. Then we are going to deal with the y value. Yeah, this is the y value. So the y value, we have y exponent 2. So 2 times 2, this exponent times this 2 will give you 4. Then you bring your x. You bring your s as it is because we are dealing with the y value. So we are going to deal with the y. Y will be 2 minus 1. Then here we were dealing with the first one. We deal with the s value. Here we deal with the y. So we'll bring our ds, dy, ds, ds. Let's bring our equal to sign. This is our equal to sign. So we're going to have, there is an exponent 1 here. So exponent 1 times 14 will give you 14. 14 times, we're going to get s 1 minus, we have exponent 1 minus 1. Okay, so let's break it down. Here we are going to get 4, 2 times 4 s 1 minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So 1 will not write anything. Then we bring our y plus, we have 2. So we bring our 2s squared. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So we will not bring anything, but we'll just bring our dy ds. dy ds plus, we have 3, 1 minus 1 is 0. So we just make our dy ds plus, we have 6. So we bring our 6. 3 minus 1 will give you 2. So 2 squared. 2 squared plus 4, 2 squared. We bring our 4 here. S, bring our 3. So y, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So we have exponent 1 here. So we now write. Then we bring our dy ds, which will give you equal to, bring our 14. 1 minus 1 is 0. So it's finished. So we are going to group the one with the dy ds and the one without the dy ds. So we have, going to have 2s squared dy over ds plus 3 dy ds. Then you bring plus 4 3 y dy ds, which is going to give you, so this one will go here because it doesn't have the dy ds value. We are going to get, let's bring our 14 minus 4s y minus this is minus 6s squared minus 6, no, here there should be a y squared. So here's y squared. So y squared, yes, sure. So we're going to have y squared here. It is y squared because here we were dealing with the s value. So we are going to get 3 times 2 will give you 6. Then the exponent of the s value minus 1. So 3 minus 1. Then you just bring your y value here. So I forgot to bring the y value. Okay, so that's it. Let's go. So here we are going to make the dy ds the subject. So we are going to get dy ds. Then you bring your 2s squared. Then 3y, or yeah, it's 3, okay, plus 3 plus 4s3y. Yeah, finished. Equal to 14 minus 4sy minus 6s squared y squared. So we are going to make dy ds the subject, so this one will come down here. So I'm going to get something like this: dy ds equal to 14 minus 4s y minus 6s squared y squared all over 2s squared plus 3 plus 4s cubed y. So this is our final answer. Dy ds is equal to this.